Hey everybody, what's going on? It's been a couple years. I've been thinking about getting my podcast going again, so here it is. This is my first one back. I think from now on I'm going to do more like guests on my podcast and whatnot. Just because it's easier and we at least have stuff to talk about. This one went pretty well. Starts a little bit slow, and there's some noise handling with the mics, so I tried my best to edit that out. Hopefully it's fine, but here it is. Here's my interview with Johnny Ater. He's been around in the scene for a long time. I've worked with him a ton. He used to work at the Comedy Connection when that was a thing in Portland. So yeah, here it is, my interview with Johnny Ater. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, okay, I didn't start the recording, so I think it was.
Are we good?
Yeah. Maybe we get the mic a little closer to you.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, hi, I'm Johnny Ater, and
This is Johnny Ater.
yeah, hi, how you doing? So yeah, he tells me to every time right before I go on, he goes, "Okay, just kill it, okay?" And I'm like, "All right." But that started with Mark Turcott when Mark was doing Main Event Comedy.
Yeah.
I think he's
R.I.P. Main Event Comedy.
R.I.P. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, those are good times we had.
It was
Really good time.
Damn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That Mike, those were some. Did you ever do what's that place out in Fireside? Fireside Inn?
So that was right after, or right before rather, I started, and I think he was doing shows there, and then it tapered off as I was starting to get booked. So I never got to do it.
Yeah, it was freaking nuts.
Yeah.
So good. It sold out every time.
Yep.
Probably 200 people, 220. And
Yep.
it was just fantastic.
And it was usually fundraisers?
It was all fundraisers.
Okay.
So they'd held up a big check at the end. And
Nice.
It was usually for like Andrew Scoggin Animal Shelter or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So what's going on with the podcast now? So how long have you been doing this?
Well, been doing it since probably like 7 years, but I mean, I haven't done the podcast in about 2.
Okay.
And because I did a solo podcast, and because I love Bill Burr's podcast, but it's also just easier to just turn on a microphone,
Right.
and just go to town,
Right.
But I was running out of stuff,
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's still good for you to say stuff out loud,
Right.
But it ultimately I couldn't get anything out, and it was just and I love guys like Tim Dillon, who has a solo podcast, but Tim has a producer. I don't have a producer,
Right.
You know what I mean? So
where is this going to go out on?
I'm probably going to put this on YouTube,
Okay.
Spotify, just the audio.
Okay. Yeah.
know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So have you been doing that with your others?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
All
And
right.
and I need clips too. That's
Right.
the whole thing now is clips. And if I
Right,
have some
yeah.
clips of the podcast,
Right.
and I have some clips stand up here
Right.
and there,
So now Keith Hebert and Muhammad Awali do theirs.
Yep.
And
Mo
that's
and Keith time.
Mo
right?
and Keith time. Now Mo Keith time.
Mo Keith time.
Mo
That's
Keith,
what it is.
Mo Keith
Yeah.
time. And it's that seems to be going pretty good.
Yeah.
Are they killing it? I mean, do you know?
I think they're doing fairly well. I mean, it's hard to tell because I don't expect anybody to listen to this. You know what I mean?
Right. How do you tell if it's doing good?
I don't know.
I mean, is there like counts that people that watch it?
Yeah, you can get counts. I can't remember what it's called.
I'm like tech stupid.
Yeah.
Really.
There's this platform. The name escapes me right now, but you upload your podcast, usually audio only, and I think you can do some video now. And then it puts it on all the platforms. It'll put it on Apple Podcasts. It'll put it on Spotify. Then I'll put the video on YouTube.
I see.
You know what I mean? So so you could see counts from that, and you could see where the people are from that are listening. I had a listener in Germany, but I'm pretty sure it was somebody with a VPN.
What's that mean?
A VPN is when. This is. Do you have the VCR too? Do you need me to program the VCR?
Yeah, could you? Yeah. No, we've actually got streaming.
Oh,
Streaming now.
so you've upgraded.
Yeah, well, we've upgraded from VCR. But it was the streaming. I like the streaming.
That's nice.
Streaming's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what that really means, but
I don't know. Where's the stream?
It's just streaming onto the freaking TV. That's what it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, they have that's the thing. You don't even really need cable anymore because, I mean, even live sports, you could just get Peacock or something.
Right,
and
exactly.
For like $5 a month and just watch the live game.
I know, right?
You don't even need cable.
Exactly.
But then you have Peacock that's this much, and you have Netflix, and then you have Hulu.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
what.
it's like
that's
cable.
what. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We got Hulu, cable. I mean Hulu, Netflix, Showtime, Max, Apple TV.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. The only one we haven't. I know. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's what, $150, $200 a month?
Yeah.
Isn't that
it's
stupid?
a lot. It's
stupid.
It's so much.
But
and you can't split it anymore because Netflix has taken away. Like you if you have an account and you share it with somebody,
right?
Like you can't do that anymore unless you want to upgrade and pay more. It's like, fuck you, Netflix.
Did you ever watch Handmaid's Tale on Hulu?
No, Katie likes that.
Oh, I tell you what, it's incredible.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so freaking good.
I feel like as a man, if I watch that though, it's kind of sacrilegious because the whole thing is like, yeah, men,
but it's like you just. It makes you hate men.
Oh yeah,
it really does.
And I hate myself already. So I don't need help doing that.
Well, so let's talk. I want to talk about your comedy. Let's talk about your comedy for a minute.
Yeah, what about
I just want to know what direction you want to go in.
I don't even fucking know. I just want to.
I mean, I know that you told me you're just a pissed off, angry white guy.
Yeah.
So, and you're not getting much work.
Yeah, I'm getting some work here and there, but it does feel like I'm not getting.
Is it because of that?
much.
You think?
I wonder. And I don't know because I've dialed it back. So I recently watched Big J Okerson's special, Dog Belly, and that changed my whole outlook on comedy.
Oh, it did.
I don't do crowd work like he does, but he has such a. And New York comics, I'm sure you can attest to this. New York comics have like super laid back, whereas Boston guys are real pent up,
yes,
and angry, and fast.
I
the New
agree.
York guys are just kind of like, let's just let it happen,
Right? Yeah.
And I've kind of struck a balance between those two, but I'm still kind of chaotic. People,
I love chaotic comedy. I really do. I'm kind of chaotic on my set, and it's like but I don't think I could help it if I wanted to, because
it's just how you are.
It is.
You just live in chaos.
I know. I live in when I'm on stage. I've got that unbelievable adrenaline, and I've got to do something with it.
Yeah,
I've got to do something with it. And it's like, and it really keeps me sharp.
Yeah.
When I'm on stage, yeah,
that's
you know
true.
what I mean. It kind of keeps you sharp. So, but there's been times when I've been really tired on stage, and I don't do very good. You know. You know what I'm saying.
You know what I found though with me anyway with the adrenaline rush was, I was letting that control me.
Right.
And so I had to kind of
reel it in
and realize that there are going to be lulls.
Right.
But the lulls can be funny too.
Right. No, I agree.
And so once I realized that and started applying it more, it's been working so much better for me.
Yes.
Because there's so much
better.
chaos, and then I don't say anything for a few seconds. It's people don't know what's going to happen next.
Right.
You know.
And it feels better when you come off stage too. You're not like jacked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've definitely been into that mode at some points in my set where I've been like, okay, you know what? I got these guys. Doesn't matter. You know, I can pretty much say, you know, not say anything, but just, you know how you got them.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there going, okay, I know I got these guys.
Right.
But it usually when I'm jacked up, it's usually after the first 2 or 3 jokes, I kind of get into this mode of like, all right, I think I got them now, so they're on board.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I've seen you do that too before too. You know, where you've kind of said, all right, you know, I got these guys.
Yeah, for sure. And I you know what I really like is last night I did about 17 minutes. Right, and I was scheduled
Where
to
was
do
that?
15. This was at Strange Brew in Norwich, Connecticut. It was Pat McKinstry's room.
Okay.
And I met him. It was during the Balloon Festival. Him and Alex Tomaselli. They're both Connecticut comics. Well, Alex lives in New York now, but you know they know each other from Connecticut. So they came up and crashed at my house. We went to the Balloon Festival. It was a great time. So that's how I got to know Pat, and he just put me on that show. And it's like 15 minutes, which is it's a long way to go.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, you're going to make me drive 3.5 hours for 15 minutes." I don't fucking care. I'll
right.
do it.
I know.
You know.
You know what, Mike? My hat's off to you because I'm 63, so I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah. You know
No
what?
way I would ever do that.
I used to drive.
Unless it was like this 2,000 person room.
Oh yeah.
You know, or 1,000
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I would do that for, a huge show.
Yeah.
At a nice theater or something.
Yeah.
I'd go down, I'd do 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Drive to do 15.
Yeah. I have no problem.
But,
doing that.
not for friggin', how many people were there?
There were probably like 20 people or
20?
something. It wasn't crazy, but I know. But I mean, But I drive a hybrid now. I used to drive the gigs in my fucking
Do you drive home?
1-ton pickup truck. Oh yeah, I got home at 3:30 a.m. last night,
Oh my God.
and then I went to work today.
Oh my God.
I'm a hero.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of guys do that. Guys come up from New York here.
Yeah.
It's like, what? So, have you seen that Uzair Malik?
Yes. Yeah. I've seen him once. He was
He
here.
did the contest.
Yeah.
He came in second.
Yeah.
The guy is freaking good.
Yeah.
He's about 2 years in. It's
something like that.
unfriggin' believable.
Yeah.
Unfriggin'
Yeah. He's
believable.
funny.
He's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And that Tyler Hittner, the guy that won it, Jesus. I mean,
No, was it Casey Watson? Oh no, wait. This was the other contest.
this is
I was thinking New England's funniest.
Name's wicked funny.
Uzair
whatever.
was second in that too, in the New England's funniest.
Oh, he was really? Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and
Was he-
Casey Watson won it. And
Yeah.
then- yeah.
Well, a lot of people said that they thought Casey should have was like second, but they couldn't remember his name because he went up first, and they couldn't remember who he was.
Really? I
It
didn't
was
know
just
that.
the way they had it written down. It was just an oversight. They didn't have it written. They couldn't remember his name because he went first, and it was. But a lot of people came up to me and says, "What that guy Casey? Was it Casey? I can't remember his last name." So, anyway, but yeah, Uzair really freaking killed it, and
Yeah.
Tyler Hittner. Have you met him?
I haven't met him. No.
Jeez.
I met Zach Kosick. He
Yes.
was at that contest too.
Yes. Yeah.
And I met him. I did comedy party. It was like the next night in Boston.
Oh, okay.
So it was.
Well, did he go there? Was he there?
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
he? What's comedy-
Last night he wasn't. I mean, he was at comedy party. This was like
What
the
is
week
comedy
after.
party? What's
Comedy
that?
party is Alex Giampapa, Ben Quick. I think Ish Gupta. I think used to run it. But it's just their company.
Oh, okay.
And
Comedy
they do,
party.
Yeah, and they do a few shows in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, and that one was Democracy Brewing, which is like their flagship one.
Oh, wow.
And that was awesome because I mean that was a packed room. It's in the back of this.
Did you get to
old
do some
restaurant.
time?
Oh yeah, I did. I
Nice.
did 10 minutes because I did a
Very
show with
nice.
Alex over the summer, and he put me on. And that's the other thing I wanted to say because like up here I'll do 10, 15, 20 sometimes. I'll do 20 at some McHugh shows. Now I'm so comfortable at that range that 10 minutes is like nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
And
my
I
God.
feel like it's effortless.
Oh, yeah. And it goes by so quick.
Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes is like gone.
Yeah.
I remember when 10 minutes used to seem like forever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
like,
me
oh
too.
my God.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can remember 10 minutes. But
I
you
mean,
know-
I was lucky to have been booked basically from the start. As Joe Ellis put me on. You remember Joe?
Yeah.
He hasn't been around much lately.
no,
but
I remember Joe.
yeah. He put me on at Adams Street Pub in Biddeford, and I lived right basically around the corner, so I just
Okay.
walked over.
Nice.
And yeah, that was rough because it's just it's
It is
perfect.
rough.
You've been there, right?
I can't remember. It would have been a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it was a nice event space.
Yeah.
No one would ever show up. So
Yeah. There was a place called, what the hell's the name of it? It's in Saco. Killarney's? What's the name of it? Is it Kerryman's Pub?
Kerryman's, yes, it changed the name. It's something
Yes.
else now, but yes, yeah.
So when I first started, I was like, it was like almost one of my first outside rooms besides the Comedy Connection in Portland. And so I got up there, and I think I had 8 minutes. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I bailed.
Really?
I bailed. I was like,
Damn.
I know. I was so bummed.
Ugh.
Those nights, I'm like, I never did it again. I never
Yeah.
bailed again. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm sitting up here But I felt like I let myself down wicked. I was like, oh, why'd you bail?
I've done that before.
Have you?
Yeah. It fucking sucks.
Oh, it does.
You know,
awful.
but it's also, you just feel so defeated that you just like, I'm done.
I know.
I just, no one's laughing and I'm not into this, you know.
There's been many shows that I've done that is just sitting there going, you know what? I'm just going to struggle through this. This sucks.
Yeah.
It probably sucks for them, but I'm going to do my 20 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
When you're headlining, though, when you're doing a friggin' 40-minute set and that happens, that is just brutal.
Oh, yeah.
That hasn't happened. I don't think that's ever happened to me.
One thing
I hope it doesn't happen tonight.
Yeah, I hope not. I think it'd be all right. I mean, the great thing about Great Falls is it's such a small room. If you do get 10 people in there and they're laughing, it's fine. It sounds like
it does.
It's full.
It does.
It doesn't matter.
It does sound good. So, anyway, so back to so you're gonna. So what were you saying about your? I feel like a therapist, but do you,
I'm not paying you for this.
No, I know. But what do you know? So you said that this Okerson guy, you've kind of
Big
watched
J,
Big J Okerson.
Yeah.
Has he been here? He hasn't.
No, his ex-wife was here.
Yes, that's where I remember
Carla
that
Okerson.
name.
Yeah, and Mike Keegan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike Keegan was funny.
Yes, yeah.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, he's funny. He
talks about food.
Yeah.
A lot of food.
He's
food
a big guy.
Yeah. But yes, and that's right. That's
so
where
that's
I
his
remember
ex-wife. Yeah.
That's his ex-wife.
Yeah, or soon to be ex-wife. I guess.
All right.
And
so you saw him and
yeah.
Does he excuse me, does he come off angry?
No.
He doesn't.
He's a big dude. I mean, he's like 6'3", 6'4", and he's a pretty big boy. So like he's kind of intimidating. You know, he's got tattoos, he's got spiked hair. Okay. So he's kind of intimidating, and I think he uses that. So that's why he's so laid back. And also he's a student of Patrice O'Neill.
Oh,
he worked with him for years. So he's kind of in that vein.
I see.
And but I think he's laid back because he's so big that if he was aggressive, it would be very off-putting for people.
Right. Yeah, it would be.
It's like Sam Miller. Sam Miller's huge, but he has to be kind of laid back, and he's kind of like a soft-spoken guy anyway.
Big teddy bear.
Yeah. He has to be like that because if he was angry, you know. Yeah, and I don't know how people perceve me. I don't know.
Right.
I don't think
that's
I'm
what I'm
big,
wondering.
You know
right.
what I mean?
I'm just wondering if it comes off, like just kind of pissed off and irritated, or. But I've seen you kill with that.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Before. I mean, over to friggin' Froggies. Was it Froggies?
Froggies.
Is it Froggies? The one where all the girls came up to us after?
Remember? Foggy.
Foggies, yeah.
Fogbrook. Yeah.
Foggy. Yeah, Foggies. But
I didn't cheat.
Huh?
I didn't cheat. I just want to make that clear.
What do you mean?
I didn't cheat on my girlfriend.
Oh, hell no.
Night.
I didn't either, hon. Susie, I did not cheat on you.
He's not lying.
There was a lot of girls.
Right,
there was a lot of girls that night.
It was disgusting.
It was like, and you did not cheat.
I did not.
You got in the car with us.
Yes,
that's right.
True.
After you made out with that girl, but no, you didn't. You did. You didn't. I did. No, I didn't either. But no, but that was that. But you really freaking laid it out. Mm-hmm. Now, do you feel like that was because it was kind of a hometown crowd for you?
Yeah, I noticed that the bigger pops I got were all more familiarity. Because, I mean, this is the town I left. These are the people I didn't get along with that were at the show.
Right.
Because they stayed because things worked out for them. A lot of them work at the hospital or they're construction workers.
Right.
So they don't know much about the world. I won't sound like an asshole, but they don't.
No.
So, like, you can't do any racial humor.
A lot of them just stay right there, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They stay right there.
Yeah. And so, like, for me to convey that I'm kind of the black sheep of this community was very difficult, and a lot of the bits that usually land didn't land. Mm-hmm. And you know, there's a few things that trigger a laugh. One is irony, you know, like you don't see the punchline coming, and then the other one's familiarity. Yeah, and they were definitely one that they had to laugh at something they were familiar with.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, that I saw that, you know, that so your persona worked there.
Yeah,
for sure. And I've seen it work here.
There were some weird lulls where I didn't expect, but it worked. Yeah, it was fine.
So I'm a firm believer in being true to yourself. I really am. And no matter what, you know, it's like when you messaged me the other day about the Legion. A lot of times when I book a show, and I don't like to fucking book at all.
Yeah.
But so what happens with me is I want to get the show booked up, and it's usually the first comics I run into.
Mm-hmm.
If I run into somebody and it's like, hey, do you want to be on this show? Yeah. You want to do this?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't really book so much as just sporadically throw people on
Right,
the show.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's all. And when I felt bad because I know that you want to do that, and you're going to do the next one.
Oh, good.
If there's a next one after this one. But there probably will be. They, I don't know why they keep having me back, but they do. We've had, this is going to be our fourth one, I think. Fourth one.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And it's so they keep asking me back, and I think a lot of it is. I mean, I got basically the same material, and this I do quite a bit of crowd work there.
Yeah.
You know, so that, which is nice. So anyway, but I just wanted to explain that to you.
Oh, yeah.
So the world can understand too.
The world can understand what?
That the reason I didn't book you on that show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah. So
now it's public. So
yeah, no, it's public. Anyway, so but that's that happens a lot where I'll just be like, somebody will say, hey, you want to do a show? So what about like do you feel like you'd have a hard time doing a corporate show?
Yes, but
could you do a corporate show?
Maybe, but the thing is with corporate shows is they expect you to be clean, which if I don't swear, I'm really not dirty.
Right.
I don't talk about sex.
No.
But I'm so morbidly dark.
Right.
I'm so macabre.
Right.
That I don't think people would like it. So I
Yeah.
don't think I could really.
Okay.
I could be clean enough for one, but I couldn't be
Right.
PG enough, if that makes sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
swearing, but
Right.
I'm talking about, dogs eating their owners and stuff.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So that might be a problem. Yeah.
It is.
So I tell you, I'm not.
It's like you couldn't talk about it at the Thanksgiving table.
Right.
But it's really not dirty.
Right. Yeah.
It's not something you talk about.
I'm not a big fan of doing corporate shows anyway. I mean, I'll do them because the money's
Yeah.
good, but I tell you what, I'm not a big fan of, because it's like people are like, it's like
their boss is there. They don't want to laugh at
no,
that.
and it's just, and it's really, if you do it, it's because they're paying you good, and it's one of those things. But I did corporate shows when I should not have done corporate shows. And when I first started, it was just, people asked me to do it because I was sort of clean. And it was like, oh, just go ahead and do it. But then, after I did it, it was like, oh my God. People were like, oh, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that.
Corporate shows are lame. I mean, the money's good, like you said, but
I did the Bath YMCA at about a year in.
Yeah.
And it was probably 300 people. All the donors, the fundraisers. And I'm up there, fuck. Oh, sex jokes.
Yeah.
And they were friggin' just mortified. They were more. The leader, this guy, Bill Haggett, he comes up to me after, he goes, John, you might want to think about not doing this comedy thing, because that was absolutely horrible. And
How many years in were you at that point?
1 year.
1 year in.
I shouldn't have done it. I could do that show now, no problem.
Yeah.
Because over time you learn what to say and what not to say. I mean, I can filter myself enough to, if I'm doing a show like that, I can say, no, I just won't do that joke. I won't do that. I won't, I won't. Sometimes, some of this stuff, they won't even let you say boob. And it's
that's a bit much. Tit is one of the 7 swear words.
Right.
Boob is not.
Boob, right.
Boob is completely clean.
I think boob is
boob.
I know, right. I know. Yeah, so boob isn't bad. So I just did one over in Bath for this environmental friggin' thing, and they said, you just can't. I said, can I say boob? No, we'd appreciate it if you didn't. And I'm like, oh my God.
I appreciate if you say mammary glands.
I think I said chest. I said chest.
Bosom.
Bosom's
in the Bible. Boob is not in the Bible.
No, I could say bosom. You're right.
Bosom.
My bosom.
Yeah. But that loses the bite.
Man bosom.
Man bosom.
Yeah, no.
You can make it funny, but
so I fed it.
Yeah, so I fed it.
Oh shit. Anyway, What else can we talk about?
Well, I was wondering, are you a football fan?
I am.
Do you hate Taylor Swift as much as most of the NFL does now?
You know what? I don't think if she was on the radio, I would not know what it was her.
Right.
I know that. I think before she had a song called Red or something. I can't remember. I know that was one of her big song, Red.
Yeah.
I know she's going out with Travis Kelce.
Yep.
From the Chiefs. I'm not a big fan of his. He just seems like a.
Is he any good?
Oh,
is he just riding the coattails of Taylor Swift?
No, he's good.
Is he good?
That's probably why I don't like him, because he's too good.
Yeah, because he's not on the Patriots.
No, he's not on the Patriots. No, but he's. I don't know. I'm a little shocked that she would be interested in a guy like him, because he's kind of. But I don't even know the friggin' guy either. So
yeah,
I mean, she can go out with whoever she wants to.
Yeah,
but she probably isn't going to be going out with John Ater anytime soon.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no. I
No.
think she's kind of like an annoying wife or girlfriend on Sunday. You know, you're hanging out with your buddies, you're just watching the game,
Yeah.
and she just comes in. Hey guys, do you want some guac? Like, get out of here, Karen. We don't need this.
Yeah.
You know,
I tell you what, she's a friggin' billionaire though, and she sells out. These shows $600-700 a piece for a ticket.
I think I'm going to start doing that. I'm just going to charge $600-700 a ticket. I don't even have to have a name. People are going to see $600 to $700 and be like, this guy's like Matt Rife. And then I'll just
tell you what, you know what happens? I think this is really true. If you say you're a headliner, or if you say you're good,
yeah,
people go along with it.
I'm a headliner.
That's right. And I tell you what, because there's a lot of you look at Ray Harrington. Ray Harrington said, "I'm gonna be a headliner," and he just went out and did it. And he got it on friggin' Jimmy Kimmel and got. So,
he was also naturally very funny. I never saw Ray when he was in his infancy, but I heard that
even back then he was unbelievable.
Brian Brinegar said that he saw him when he was maybe a year, and he's like, "This guy should be headlining this room." He was crushing so hard.
I know, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And right from I remember when he first started with Ryan Waning. Do you remember Ryan Waning?
I never met him.
Anyway, he used to from Bangor. They both came down from Bangor to the Comedy Connection.
And I know he does the radio though, Ryan, right?
Yeah.
He's on the radio currently.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in a while. He probably is.
He probably went to NESCOM with me. I don't recognize the name.
Did you go to NESCOM?
That's how I know Ray. I went to NESCOM with Ray.
What did Ray do there?
He did a few things, but I think it was just like a kind of a generic new media. So it was a little bit of everything. He did audio. He did video.
Okay.
He did probably a little bit of broadcasting.
All right,
He just kind of a random smattering. I was just an audio guy, which is why this podcast sounds mint. But that's about it. That's all I have to show for it.
It's funny you mentioned that, because my son Max is just doing. Max Ater has just done he did a film up there last year called Chapman Speaks.
Yeah,
and it's and the students made the film, and it's like full length, and it's like an hour and 10 minutes, freaking movie.
Yeah,
and the trailer just came out, and it's so NESCOM Husson didn't want anything to do with it, because Max plays this sort of what's the guy's name on Fox that just got fired?
the news.
Yeah. What's his name? Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. Yeah,
he plays a Tucker Carlson.
Oh, okay.
Sort of figure.
Yeah, so naturally anything remotely conservative, even for parody, is not okay.
Right, I know, right?
That's where we're headed. I mean, that's a college. I kind of understand.
No, I do too. But it's so they didn't want anything to do with it, so they kind of did it on the sly.
Yeah.
But they filmed it right there at the studio and everything. So maybe I shouldn't have said that.
No,
but anyway,
they made a mock-up of the studio.
Yeah,
somewhere else, a totally neutral location.
It was like they modeled it after the NESCOM studio.
Yeah, and it was impeccable. It looked exactly.
It looked exactly like it. Nothing to do with actual NESCOM.
No,
not at all.
No.
So that would be stupid. I don't know
who would do that.
Who the hell would do that? So yeah. Oh my God. You're not gonna believe this. This morning, I sent my freaking therapist a dick pic by mistake. Oh my God.
Was it a good one though?
No, I meant to send a video, but it was just. I think he'll understand.
I hope so.
I don't know. I'm just like,
Did he double you up your sessions for that?
no. He said I could be heaven free now, which is kind of weird.
Wow, that is weird.
Yeah,
Seems.
that's one of Max's jokes. Max said, "Dad, you can have that joke."
That's good.
When you tell a joke to a comedian, though, they're like, "Oh,
There's something there. But then a crowd will be like, oh my God.
right." You never know. I'm going to try it tonight.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, it's just there's so much in just selling it too. There's so much. And
Yeah,
just-
and that's what I started. That's what I tried to do from the start, which was kind of a crutch because Jim McHugh told me, he's like, I don't want to see you be like someone who's all character, like Lewis Black.
Right.
He's like, I want to see you get more punchlines and be funnier without the character, and then you have the character on top of it.
Right.
Which is a good. But I think I don't know. I'm not bait and
He said
switch.
that to you?
Yeah. Which I'm not, like, I don't have a defined rhythm like a lot of people do.
yeah.
So I don't know if that works against me.
I
but-
think you're just like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Definitely.
But it's not bait and switch.
No.
Kind of bit. You know what I
No,
mean? It's,
right,
it's like,
right.
Yeah.
They're not little surprises.
yeah.
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 Yeah. So,
So I don't know if that, I don't fucking know. But I'm hoping that, yeah, one day I'll be good enough with my writing that my character will be supplemental to that.
Right.
You know? It's kind of the opposite right now.
I hope there's a freaking crowd tonight. Man.
I hope there is.
Fuck. Are you staying? Or are you going to be?
I'm probably going to take, I'm so beat.
I know.
You know,
I am too.
from last night. And
Yeah. I don't blame you. Jesus. Oh my God. Well, good for you for doing that.
Oh,
though.
yeah,
I mean,
thank
you
you,
know
man.
what? A lot of these guys, I mean, look at the guys that come up here from New York and Boston. They come up for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You know, you got to hand my hat's off to them.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started, I traveled a lot just to get on stage.
Mm-hmm.
But at the point I'm at right now, it would have to be something special to even go to friggin' New Hampshire.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm serious. It's
Yeah.
like and I don't think it's because I'm lazy. It's just I got a life that's plus this, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I got a painting contractor and stuff. 443-909.
Oh, I meant to ask you about that. Bucket Art
Yeah.
is kind of on hiatus.
It's on hiatus right now. I'm actually doing my own art now.
Okay.
I'm doing some stuff that with watercolors that it's sort of like bucket art, but it's I'm kind of making it on my own without just finding it. You know what I mean? Because I just found that stuff. It was kind of just like, oh my God, I found this. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And that's how it got on Reddit. And I was like, oh my God, that's really cool. He just found this.
That
old
was
dry-
really cool when that was blown up.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
And then, but I haven't posted any of the stuff that I've been doing because I'm going to wait until I get a shitload of it.
Yeah.
And really pick out the good stuff But I'm going over and over and over paintings. I'm so friggin' dry. I'm fat and dust. I'm telling you.
There's no water back there, or is there?
No,
I
but
don't even think
anyway.
that's bullshit.
But yeah, the art's doing good. My wife's an unbelievable artist too, Susie. She does abstract and it's the multimedia stuff. She just sold 2 paintings for $400 each. Which,
Wow.
Yeah, really
Very
good.
nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
So yeah, since real estate isn't very good right now, so that's
Yeah, it's not great.
No, so
Was great for a while.
oh my God, yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah, if you got a house for sale,
Yeah.
now's the time to sell it.
Oh, is it almost time? What time is it?
It's 7:15, but I.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we could cut it here.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Johnny. Thanks for.
well,
hanging
yeah,
out.
it's been nice. Thank you, Mike. And what's the name of the podcast?
Gray After Dark.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
I like that.
Yeah.
Gray After Dark.
So that way I can change my name still, but my last.
Are you gonna
name's
go
still
with
gonna be
Judson?
Gray. I'm thinking about it.
I think that's a great idea.
I'm thinking maybe I should go by Mike Judson for a while, and then just go by Judson, so it would be like transitional.
Yes. Yeah, Judson.
Yeah. That way it wouldn't be like, who's this Mike guy?
Right.
Or who's this Judson guy? It'd be a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I like the name. Judson's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Yeah.
In minutes from now.
Gray After Dark. Tune in to Gray After Dark.